This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net, Danger Entertainment Network podcasts. Yeah? Sound like that?
Oh, we could do a Streets parody sometime.
Yeah. I got my D20. You know, I set my darts at treble 20. I'm throwing off my arrows. All the sparrows are flying away. It's a new day, like SK. Yeah, I got the beat going, it's flowing. All my days. It's like Velda's frost rays. Pew, pew, pew.
Yes.
Yeah, he did it.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
There's a foot in the door, guys.
We're the cautious club at the moment, aren't we? We're not the Danger Club.
Oh, sorry.
You carry on up the stairs.
But time to check them up, I think, isn't it, Velda?
I'm going to cast Mad Monkeys.
From the big room, did we go south or north?
How much pocket meat do you actually have?
A pound.
An arrow trap shooting an arrow into Caragor's midriff.
The adventure continues now.
I was sending loads of stuff to eBay, like loads of old DS games and shit like that. I was sending those off, and I was thinking of sticking a Danger Club flyers in to the packaging.
Yeah.
But then I thought if it's parents buying it for little kids, if they then give and they go, oh, do you want to listen to this as well? This looks good, doesn't it? Then I might get a bad rating on eBay. God forbid. I mean, fuck the reviews for the Danger Club, like, but I need my rating to stay up. The old Nintendogs was good, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what that did, actually, Nintendogs. That introduced a whole new, and I know this is gender specific, but it introduced a lot of girls to gaming who had never done it before. Nintendo saw a market there. There was like, how do we get girls to buy DSs as well? So they released them A in pink and B released Nintendogs. It was a brilliant piece of marketing. And thank you
Big
to
up
Nintendo for that. Yeah, send me free shit. Send me free shit.
Free stuff.
Nintendo, send me free shit.
Yeah, I'll have a Switch if you want.
Only mustaches. The used mustaches of Mario.
Oh, yeah.
You occasionally get used mustaches. They send you those sometimes.
You look
Do they
like,
really?
Pre-combed.
Well, we're just waiting for something. I don't know what that something is. What could that something be?
I have
I'm
no
excited.
idea.
I don't know about you.
Muffins.
Oh,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 42 of the Danger Club podcast.
Made it to episode
42, everyone.
It's the answer.
That's the
to
answer. As I was
everything.
just about to say that. Yeah.
I'm amazed. See, every now and then, when we have sort of a little break between recording sessions and I go to do some prep, you can tell on the recording which one that is because I'm not involved at all in the pre-banter because I'm sitting there rolling initiatives and prepping for the session. And the stuff that goes on when I am off the mic for a second, Nintendogs.
I'm going to confess that. I mean, I didn't even think we were recording. So it was like
were.
gold dust.
That's going in.
Colin's always recording.
Always recording.
When you did that, your nose poked through the little pop shield a little bit. It was quite...
It was like an early 90s horror film.
Nobody touched that pop shield.
The Frighteners. That's that. The Frighteners, isn't it?
Like those
when they
toys.
lived in the walls with Michael J. Fox.
Those toys with all the little nails in it, all the little pins in it, and you press it on your face.
Oh, those were the days when they. Do you remember toys when you used to do stuff with them?
Yeah,
they were good, weren't they? Weren't like these
great.
Nintendogs.
Passing bacteria. With
Don't do too much to Nintendogs.
Well,
they don't like
you
it.
just got a stylus
Their
and a
tails
dual
stop
screen,
wagging.
haven't you?
Just rub its face. That's about
I'll tell you what was sick, wasn't it? You could blow into the mic and it'd blow the balloon up. Do you remember that?
They did that in Legends of
Do you
Zelda.
want to get a room?
Yeah, I mean,
I've heard
what,
Mario's
me and
upstairs.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Mario's upstairs.
He's got free mustaches.
Yeah, he wants you to wax his moustache.
Well, we're here. Can I just say thank you very much to Dan for making me an actual spellbook, which is the biggest tome I've ever owned in my life. I'm not a big reader.
Big up, Dan.
Thank you very much, Dan.
It is the very
there you
definition
see.
of a project getting out of hand.
Yeah.
I thought it would be.
Also, I should apologise to anyone who's been going, he definitely doesn't, he can't have that. No fucking way, man. Sorry, yeah, I've made a few mistakes mistakes with my spells. I've gotten overzealous. Anyway, you'll be hearing a lot less from Shania and her spells.
Don't apologise, Drum. Just roleplay it out. Just roll with it. It would be
It's
something
like
to do with the story, something to do with the backstory, maybe.
You gotta roll with it.
You gotta cast your spells. You gotta wait till you're level 3, not when you're level 2, cause
You are gonna run out of orisons.
Sometimes we cut in on those when the song starts petering out, and sometimes we just shut up and just see where it goes. I love those moments.
Right.
don't ever stand us. No, we're doing.
Well, far be it from me to accuse Drummond of cheating every single episode since Series 1. But yes, the police are arriving.
The spell police.
The spell.
Right, enough of that. Get in the magic cage. Force cage.
There's been an illegal use of manic monkeys, so yeah. Who was it?
They're just the police at the end of Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. They're just the two guys in the van. Oh, that's an offensive weapon. That is getting just bloody Scythe and Shania.
I wouldn't joke because we're getting big enough now that we're starting to pull in a lot of fans we don't know, a lot of listeners, which we love, but it means sooner or later we're going to come to the attention of the rules lawyers of the hardcore Pathfinder fandom, and when that happens, God help all of us. Because there was a
fast and loose guys.
Sadly, this episode will go out after it's finished, but there was a humble bundle that ran for Pathfinder stuff a few weeks ago, where you could buy basically all the Pathfinder rulebooks for about 14 quid. It was an amazing deal. We tweeted out. Hopefully some of you bought it, but it does mean now that most of our listeners now have access to all of the rulebooks. So if you want to check us, please don't.
Yeah, great. Thanks, everyone.
Remember the golden rule: if it's fun, then it's the right ruling.
Therefore, the Magic Monkeys were fine in context.
Is it Simon that keeps like finding out that we did shit wrong? Who is it?
Simon's actually offered to help us with the fight. He on the Discord.
Oh, right, okay.
Simon, if you're hearing this is us in the past. Then he actually offered to give us some tips on the big fight with Spears Morgan. Because that episode came out and he just chimed in, he's like, guys, can I help with all this? Because this is I can feel someone's agony across the void. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you just need to do this, all right? Stop standing on the fucking platform.
I think there's a positive aspect to this as well, because it shows that even though we're experienced players, mistakes are still made, and I'm sure that everyone who's run a game or has been part of a game out there has had that in their own experience as well. Somebody using something they don't have, or thinking a magic item was a lot more powerful than it was, or an ability or something like that. So we all do it, and it's fine. I think, as Dan says, as long as it's fun, as long as it doesn't break the game.
It's James's disclaimer. That
episode
going forward. Just having fun. Just
that was
fun.
more legal advice. Man.
We're only wizards, right? Or half elves, or half orcs, or horrocks, or dwarves, or.
Do you remember what I am?
Drows.
Yeah, and
Sylphs.
Yeah, there we go.
See, I made a spell book for Drum because I was like, that will help him out with knowing what spells are. I haven't bothered making one for James because I know he will just use it to cheat even more deliberately.
I do not cheat. If anything, I've been too religiously minded. I'm sitting here pewing.
Oh, you'll be level 15 and still be throwing out your Ray of Frost.
Yeah,
Love that.
Yeah, it's a signature move now.
Well, it's funny that we talk about people giving us reminders about rules because a little while ago, Simon, our beloved artist, sent me a message telling me that I'd gotten some of the rules wrong on charging for zombies. That there is a little addendum in the charge rules that says zombies, even though they are staggered, so they can only take one action a turn, they can't take full round actions, they can make a limited charge action. Slightly less movement, but it's very, very deadly. I don't know whether that will come up in the next 5 minutes or not, but we will find out.
Well, it's not like we've just opened a room with a zombie and a skeleton, is it? It's fine. Yeah.
Let's just jump right back in. You've opened a room with a zombie and a skeleton in it. So the room laid out before you. You were in that big room full of dust. There was some alcoves on the wall with a missing wrath rune, very similar to the one that you saw before. Tapestries hanging, very old tapestries and curtains hanging from all around the room. But fortunately, peering behind them, you found a wooden door which seemed to lead on. You opened that door and you found what looks like another crypt, but much more regularly used. The dust here is recently disturbed. Standing in the room in front of you, first of all, is a skeleton. This skeleton seems to have been, if you look closely at it, you can see where the bones have been wired together. So they're not held together magically. They've almost been tied together like a sort of an anatomical skeleton in a science lab. It is stained green with some kind of chemical stains. As it approaches, it's holding a rusty sword. Standing behind it is a zombie, very similar to the zombies that you've seen before, with the alchemical stains on. There's sort of some pipes and tubes running across it, goo leaking down from its eyes. It is wearing like a janitor's uniform, but like a fantasy version of that. So
with a bit of gold trim,
yeah,
flat cap with
he's
like a feather in it.
Well, he it's funny as you say that he does have a name badge as he stands back, and the name badge says Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And he prepares to charge you. Roll for initiative.
Those of you,
Simon, eh?
Those of you who are wondering about that little note there, Simon, our aforementioned artist, when he made this little correction to us, I said, "What do you want? What can we give you?" He was like, "Name a zombie after me." So Dan has.
Imagine if he TPKs you.
So there you go, Dangerlings. Give us a bit of advice. We'll name a zombie after you.
You can feature in the podcast. Yeah. Fight you.
What we got, guys?
Tweet us, Dangerlings.
Shania.
I have 11.
11 for Shania. Fulton.
22.
22 for Fulton. M.
7.
7. Screaming in with a 7 there.
Yeah.
Velda.
Just skip Velda. Go over. How dare you? That's a 12 for Velda.
12 for Velda. And Caragor One Fang.
17.
17. All right. I am using a brand new initiative tracker. Ooh. And it actually works.
Well, that's good.
That's pretty good to go. So, round 1. Most of you are standing in the door. I believe it was M that opened the wooden door. Oh no, it was Caragor that opened it because you kicked it. So Caragor is standing in the doorway.
Arrow to the ribs.
Skeleton standing closest to you, a little bit further back, is the zombie. Fulton Battlestone, you go first.
I run into the room and attack whichever one is closest to me.
Okay, you charge at the skeleton and swing your axe.
Charging past me to do that.
Natural 1!
For fuck's sake.
Really?
He's gone!
We should just get some new dice.
And it is a...
And we're out. We're off. We're off to the races.
First roll of the game straight away is a natural fumble.
What's the second one?
It's a 13, so is that 13. A fumble?
That is a fumble.
Wow, okay.
If
comes screaming into the room and fumbles.
Shit.
It's melee, so all or nothing. You take a -1 penalty on attack rolls until you score a critical hit.
Oh my goodness.
Until you score a critical hit. Hey.
That's
the
not
way
just for
you
this
roll.
fight, then. That's for
that is
for the rest of time.
That is forever.
See you in 2021.
Ross, who cannot roll above 15, has got to score a critical hit in order to remove this next level of curse on his already cursed dice. This is outrageous.
Oh my
The
goodness.
gods have a sense of humour, don't they?
Fulton pushes past Caragor, charges into the room, swings his axe at the shadow of the skeleton, completely missing it, and then looks around in a complete panic, like he's forgotten how to fight.
I'm back, boy.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely.
Caragor One Fang.
So Dan, just remind me again with the applying of the holy balm to a weapon. Could I do that with quick draw, or is that just
it's a standard action to apply the balm, and then it lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, cool. So
you'd have to spend a round. You could draw, apply it, and step aside or something for someone else.
I'm gonna because guys, I've actually, having taken an arrow to the ribs, I've actually only got 8 hit points, so I'm probably gonna do that. Okay.
Good shout. It's a pretty powerful thing, the alchemical bombs. It's worth using it. So you're gonna apply it, step back, apply the balm.
I see you, Simon. I see you with your janitor's outfit. I see you with the collections of little drawings down there that you sent to us mockingly with your undead hands. I see you.
Karagor says that he sees Simon and then kind of steps back so he can no longer see Simon, so he can let the rest of you in the room.
Just give him a little nod. That's gone.
Still imagining him, and you smear the holy balm over your cutlass, making it glow ever so slightly, which means it's Simon's go. Simon fixes Fulton with a determined look and charges him. So the way a limited charge works, if you're unable to take a full round action, then you can take a partial charge, which means you only get to move your normal movement speed, which isn't very far for a zombie, but you still get the +2 to hit as a result of it. Simon comes shambling across the room and comes screaming in with... It's a miss.
Didn't even want to tell me the number.
Good teeth suck there, Dan. That really built that attention.
It's under 10. Simon comes shambling in and flails at your shadow, and the two of you just kind of wave weapons around each other. The rest of you are not sure if these two are fighting right now.
It's like a blind dwarf and a zombie, like flailing at a shadow. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's like some weird art film, isn't it?
It's like a couple of drunk guys, isn't it? When they don't really want to fight, but they've said too much, and they're just like, like throwing their arms around.
Yeah. Beautiful. Velda.
Right, I'd like to... who can I see from the doorway?
From the doorway, the closest target is the skeleton. You can see the zombie as well, though.
Okay, I'll probably hit the skeleton with a... excuse me, a Disrupt Undead.
Sound.
Which is a ranged touch attack. Ooh, that's good. Is my dex bonus, yes?
It is, yes.
Yep, then that is a 21.
A 21 will hit.
Splendid.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
It is a d6 damage. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. You blast the skeleton with that ray, and it starts to. You see it start to smoke and char, and you see some of the patches of alchemical liquid on it just kind of boil away. It is still standing, but you seem to have diminished it somewhat. Which brings us to Shania Rain.
Hiya. I think probably the best thing for Shania to do right now is use her heavy crossbow. At the zombie, I think probably best.
Going for Simon.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Simon, right between the eyes.
All right.
So yeah, let's give it a go. That's 16.
16 will hit.
Sweet as a nutcase.
Even with the advanced template, that hits Simon. The bolt hits him right in the side of the head, dealing.
I should have got those out earlier.
You just roll him. Don't just have all your dice.
So you've taken away my spells, but my crossbow now does 10d6 damage.
Drum just rolled 18 dice.
Yeah.
It's
all different as well.
Yeah.
Easy there, cowboy. We're not playing Warhammer.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. It's...
you don't get anything added to it for a crossbow, so
okay, so 6.
6 hit points. Reduced by DR to 1 hit point of damage. You blast him in the side of the head. Zombies, man. Remember what you're fighting. Remember your weapon types.
Crossbow's a piercing type.
So it hits him, but doesn't seem to do a huge amount of damage. Okay. M to the Z, what do you got?
M to the Z. I believe he's just going to go up and try and help Fulton.
All right.
So he's gonna run up with the old new longsword.
The old new longsword. All right.
Right, we're keeping track of these swords, right? And just take a swing for him.
Take a swing for the zombie.
Yeah.
All right.
My attack is. It's the same as the old 9 ring, isn't it?
It's this. Well, it'd be an extra. You'll have a +1 on this because it's masterwork.
Oh,
so
sick.
It's slightly better than the 9 ring. Same damage, but
I should make a note of that.
better to hit.
So it's 17.
17 will hit.
Yeah.
Swinging Bovius Moncolio's masterwork sword.
Right, a little D8 +2. 6. So it's a +1 on that as well. So 7.
No, you don't add to the damage.
Oh,
It's
my
only
mistake.
to the
6 damage.
6 points of damage, and that is slashing. So that will go through his DR.
Yeah.
Nice work. So
Thank you.
That you run up and just take a slash out the side of Simon, and a load of his guts pour out onto the floor. He's still standing, but you've done some damage to him.
Slash your guts, Simon.
It's got a bit Cockney MZ for some reason. But
I'm liking the sound effects that sword makes as well. It's like that. You remember that Bop It game? Is it
Bop
like
It?
that on the handle?
Yeah.
He's got little buttons. So like,
Yeah.
slash, slash. That'd be great.
I mean, it's Moncolio's sword, so it's probably just got loads of shit about Fulton written along the blade.
yeah, I'll read it.
This sword I thee curse you, dwarf. You shall never roll high.
Really hate Fulton. Once you're in there, the skeleton then wheels around and tries to stab you.
Cool,
It
cool,
finally gets involved. And that is going to be... Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
I tell you what, he's making no bones about that, is he? First pattern of the day.
Dealing
Yeah.
3 points of damage as it slashes you in the side with its scimitar.
I can take it.
Good work. Back to the top of the round, Fulton.
All right, watch this, you say monstrous bastard. Hey.
5 on the die.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, let me add
No,
my
there's no
bonus.
point waiting, Ross. Whatever your bonus is, you've got a -1 from it anyway.
It is 11.
An 11. Getting pretty close to that critical hit.
Oh yeah.
Did you take your -1 on that?
Yeah, I did.
You take your -1. Oh, okay.
+6 now instead of +7.
It wouldn't have been a hit anywhere near it either way. So, Fulton, you continue to swing at the darkness. I think Fulton's forgotten he has dark vision. You just got your eyes shut.
Can't see.
I'm blind. Oh dear. Karagor, the Holy Avenger.
I wield my cutlass, and Karagor puts just one hand on MZ's back as he run in. So like you get that nice little corridor motion where MZ runs in, then Karagor immediately after him puts his hand on his back to just jump up in the air and just sort of like bring his cutlass down, but sort of slows down slow mo. So Simon's just so I can get a good clip of this for his if you ever wanted to draw any more pictures of Simon the zombie versus Karagor with a holy cutlass in situ. Just picture that. Good.
Got it in your mind.
Narcissus is alive and well, and
Now you've
Nice.
Get MZ in there as well, like just as you're leaning on him. Sort of.
And Fulton just
and Fulton
stumbling around.
flat on his face in front of them. Just
23.
23 hits.
Cracking.
Roll your damage with your holy bonus on
And the
poor Simon.
The holy bonus was in fact 2.
It's 2d6, I believe. Holy
Cracking.
bomb.
All right, so with the so that's 5 plus 6 plus 3 that's 5 plus 14 total damage.
14 total damage. I'm sorry, Simon. Karagor One Fang never lost fight to man, nor beast, nor skeleton, nor artist. You come flying in with the cutlass and slam it into Simon's face. The holy bomb immediately sets his head on fire. Simon wails his hands around and then just collapses into a heap on the floor. You have probably saved Fulton's life the way this is going.
As Karagor does that, he just brings the cutlass out of the head and says, "I like this post."
Nice. That would have been Simon's go, but he did. So it's Velda's go.
okay, I'm going to look at the skeleton, which, as he's fighting MZ, I'm going to call him Bony MZ. Hey. And I'm going to disrupt undead him.
All right.
It's a natural 20.
Roll to confirm. You can spell crit with disrupt undead.
Ooh, maybe. 14?
It's against touch. That is a hit.
Yes! Critical hit.
So take a crit, spell crit.
A spell crit. Right, okay.
You swap places with Fulton.
You take all Fulton's debuffs.
Good heavens, right. Yeah. Unnatural selection. Double damage or triple damage to aberrations and outsiders.
Ooh.
Is that what this is?
He is not an aberration or an outsider, so it's just double damage.
Still quite happy I got a crit, though, and there we go. And I'm going to roll my damage.
Hoping for something weird there.
My big Las Vegas dice. Oh, it's a 5.
5 doubled to 10. Does that beat his remaining hit point total of 1?
Phony MZ.
The skeleton-like Raiders of the Lost Ark just melts away into a pile of like plasticine goo as Velda blasts it with a ray of disrupting energy.
And Velda liked to smack his hands together and say, "Let the magic do its work."
That can't become a thing.
Yeah, it is.
You have very handily defeated these two. Took only one hit. Fulton, were you even aware you were in the combat?
I was there. I was providing something.
Fulton, you're right,
Comedic.
mate.
I just got some. I just can't hit anything. I don't know what it is.
I believe in you, mate. You just got to bring the shoulder down more.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta, keep positive. Definitely.
Also,
I'll try.
Keep your eyes on the target.
Well, open your eyes, for starters. This is it's the first thing you must do in combat, such we have heard.
that might
Open
be
the
the
eyes.
thing, yeah.
You know when you were swinging your axe around?
Aye.
Swing it towards the target.
Oh well, sometimes
That's
I
what you're
draw
doing.
it. I draw it back.
Yeah.
And then sometimes
Just leaves your hand.
yeah.
If you want to practice, I'm sure we could rustle up a training dummy. Or Velda stood there, actually.
All right, I'll practice on Velda.
No, you absolutely won't.
No, I won't. I'm joking.
Don't take fighting tips from Karagor. You know how those lessons end.
Exactly. He'll pretend to be a friend and stab you in the guts.
You were not present for that moment.
It's true.
Nobody knows.
Karagor's dark shame.
I'd like to think that you're just looking around and nobody said anything. It's literally the voices in your head.
To be fair, I don't think anyone knows about MZ and Jethro from back in the day either.
Yeah.
I don't think we do.
I feel like you're all going to build up a moment where you've just murdered some poor NPC.
And MZ and Karagor, when they're together as well, they sort of present this really friendly bro sort of kind of thing, but inside they're murderers.
Murderers. Traitors.
Secret.
I wouldn't go so far as traitors. I mean, they were trying to kill us,
I still love that scene when Karagor was on the boat and he was like, "Oh, do you want a drink, mate? Do you want a drink, mate?" Yeah. Like really dealing with his like demons there.
Yeah.
So
I think he was actually practicing.
Well, yeah, he was, but I think there's a deep, dark kind of, something inside Karagor there.
Interesting.
Something inside so strong. So devious. Right. So this room is now clear. Like I say, it looks like the dust in here has been disturbed quite regularly. This is different to some of the rooms that you've been in the tomb so far. So it looks like whoever is in here is used quite actively. Like even in Spears Morgan's crypt, there was a layer of dust on everything, including him. It looked like he had just been standing there in the darkness for centuries, waiting for somebody to pull that lever 100 times and rapidly rotate themselves in and out of the room. Whereas this room looks like a room that is in regular use. There is a wooden door at the far side of the room that leads further on.
Can Shania do perception? Just check the room over.
Good shout. Yeah.
Some detection. See if there's anything interesting in there.
Yeah.
Karagor's going to check it for traps as well.
Well, just Velda's going to say, no. Before we disturb this too much, do those with tracking want to check the tracks and see if we can learn anything about who's been coming and going?
I'll do that. It's a good shot, Velda.
Yes, before the dust all gets unsettled.
Yeah.
I can see some small tracks already. Here they are. No, I think they belong to a short humanoid, maybe a dwarf. And they come into the room, and they go round to the side, and they go round and round in circles.
Does it have a stumbling, clumsy gait?
Yeah. You can see there are actually dent marks in the ground where someone's repeatedly put an axe in the floor.
Who could this be?
I don't know. Maybe there's another dwarf in here.
Probably. That's probably it.
I mean, judging by these tracks, he's not much of a threat, so perhaps we could just forget about him. But
All right.
Fulton's found his one-armed man. He's going to track that dwarf down.
Just following himself. But, yeah.
Oh, what you got in your perception?
On the perception, I got 15.
A 15 on the perception. Okay, you give a search around the room. You don't find anything else in here, but you do, when you get up to the wooden door, you can smell a sort of very quite acidic chemical smell coming through the door. Not from the door itself, but there is something on the other side of that smells very strong.
My friends, listen close. I think through this door is our friend Alchemical. I have a very strong thing that this might be the place where he is. Okay, I think maybe. What do you think? Should we go meet him?
Is that the person we're trying to find?
I've got
Alchemical.
Well, that's what I thought, yeah.
Like Danny Chemical?
Yeah, yes, Al. His name's Al. He's a chemical guy.
What?
Danny Chemical. This is a kind of...
We're looking for a rune, aren't we? Does he have a brother?
I don't know, but everything has got alchemicals on them, so I assume that alchemical is who we are looking for, yeah?
You're such a talented druid, Shania.
Yeah, exactly, I know. This is the thing, I know so much.
So we need to go through this door.
Did anyone do a tracking check before we did that? Yeah, go ahead and roll that, and then we'll see what you want to do.
17.
17, okay.
Caragor's still sniffing, even though he's just looking with us.
You feel like
smell, boy.
You feel like people have come into this room and back out again through the wooden door. You feel like no one has been. You feel like no one has really comes in and out of the door that you've entered through. That one doesn't seem to be used so much. But there's quite a bit of activity of people coming in and out of this room. You would say that probably within the last day, somebody came into this room and went back out.
So basically, sorry, Velda, what are you going to say?
No. I, from what you said, I think this is.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Well, you said
you're a mind reader.
You were muttering to yourself.
No, I wasn't.
Did you not realise you do that?
No, I would just stop.
You did.
Stop role playing my bits.
You did. You started muttering about going for a drink.
Someone's coming. No, I didn't say that. Velda, just because you kill one skeleton with me doesn't put you up top tier, all right? You're still pew pew with your little puby dog.
Pew pew you. Positive energy.
You said pee pew pew earlier.
I did not.
You did. You said pee pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
Sounds like poo poo.
I do not poo poo.
Call you and Jim poo poo.
I'm not poo poo.
It's drunk, cop, and poo poo.
No, it's not. It is absolutely not.
Aye, I see you, poo poo. So, someone's coming.
Philippe throws his poo at Velda in an effort to be included.
You see, there we are. You see, he's poo poo.
Someone's come into this room on the last day and they went out again. I posit that it's whoever's making these alchemical zombie kind of things.
Yeah, indeed. There's a lot of the chemical behind this door. Yeah, for most definite.
So maybe that's like the laboratory or something.
And if maybe we should go through here, but let's not kick the door this time. Yeah.
But let's also, can we just talk about how everyone's feeling? Caragor pulls the arrow out of his ribs that he got earlier, and just a little blubble of blood comes out of his...
Blubble.
Yeah, blubble.
Blubble?
Yeah, blubble. I'm sticking by it. I said the word.
That's a Games Workshop game, isn't it?
Yes. Blubble. Yeah, you're going to fire the blubbles at the other blubbles. You make a line of blubbles and they all go blubble. And then you get a bonus depending on what colour they are.
New from
I'm doing all right, to be honest.
Okay.
Apart from the fact that I can't hit anything.
Caragor nods, his face ashen as more blood comes out of his side.
I'll just run it off. I'll run it off, lads.
Yeah, you look fine.
Do you need some kind of... Do you need me to put fingers upon you?
I mean, I'm very wary when you say stuff like that, Shania.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just healings. If you got any healing left?
Yeah. Oh, I have. Well, we had a good sleep, so I'm right back up to the full healings. Not as many healings as I thought that I had. I'm feeling so super strong for a while there, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm feeling really like I've got lots of healing, and now it's waning a little bit. Maybe I have a tummy ache or something. I don't know.
How many healings have you got, Shania?
Well, as usual, 2.
So no additional healings at all?
No, I mean, I thought that maybe I felt like I had something creeping up my back, like, whoa, and maybe there was something, fizzing in my fingers, so that maybe I had 4, and they were even more powerful. Turns out I needed the toilet.
When I get that feeling, I have the same amount of healing.
Just cut back to a few hours ago where there's a gas leak. All the Danger Club are just staggering around by themselves, shouting, "Oh, look at all the monkeys!" There are no monkeys. They've all imagined it.
We're actually in a tavern.
Yeah.
All right, Shania. Well, I'll take one of them healings off you. And might I say, you're looking kind of good down here in this crypt with the hood and your scythe and everything. Sort of fits
thank
your
you
look.
very much. Yeah.
Sort of, the low lights, sort of flickering on your
Well,
goggles.
it is where I am from. Down in the deep and dark places, the shadows suit my face well. Yeah.
Do you ever think about going back?
Not really. No.
Okay.
But I mean, thanks for asking about my past. Let's not talk about it right now.
All right.
You want some healing? Yes.
Mentally.
I love putting fingers upon you.
Mentally, Caragor just shuts that window, never to be opened. No, I will. I'll open it.
Em looks at Fulton and kind of goes.
Velda breathes a sigh of relief that more backstory was not explained by somebody.
I was getting my own little tingle up my back. But it wasn't magic, it was horror.
Right. Okay. So I will put these fingers upon you. One on each cheek. There you go. And look deep into your eyes. And
Hello.
And go,
It's remarkable healing methods, considering the wounds in his side.
Yeah, I know, but
So you touch his face?
the cheek takes the healing better. Okay.
Oh.
You're not the fucking healer.
No,
Fuck
I
you.
don't. It's fascinating. I've never seen drow healing methods before. It's really interesting.
Okay, 7. Yeah, you get.
Thank you.
Sorry, 7. You get 7 points.
7. Right
What do
in
you
the
mean
cheek.
7?
Just touch my cheek 7 times. Caragor's usually
like
counting
this,
it.
but-
1, 2, 3.
7 droplets of blood go back up inside. As you're feeling more.
I'm a bit better. Yeah.
So-
thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks very
Good.
much.
Okay.
How
Not full, so no.
How about we do that spell that you did, Shania, and get all those monkeys and just push them all into that room?
Yes,
No, but
monkeys are
it's
extraordinary.
strange. The links to that with the monkeys. It's almost as if I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Really good spell.
Yeah.
You mean you just channeled monkeys from another dimension for one moment?
I think maybe Philippe is angry with me and he's not letting me talk to the monkeys no more.
Besides, Fulton,
Possibility, maybe.
she's already cast that today.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Come on, man.
Now,
Sorry.
also,
I don't know how magic works, to be honest with you.
Now, before we go through this door, I think it's worth having just a quick talk. We've been sent here to find out what's going on. Yes.
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 So just bear in mind, I think everyone we need to find evidence rather than just smash everything that we find like we normally do. What do you think?
M
Well, no,
smash.
but I'm just because we are supposed to be here for a job.
No, yeah, but we're supposed to find out the
let's not
cause
just-
of all the.
Yes, find out the cause, but if we smash everything and without getting any evidence.
I regret to say, but I think Velda's right. We should go through there. And
What
we
was
should.
that, MZ?
I think Velda's right on some things, not everything. Don't just start getting
Take it.
If you were to give a percentage about how often Velda was right, what would that percentage be?
69 dudes.
That's a Bill and Ted's reference.
Bill and Ted, man.
Is that the level of referencing we've reached?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most arbitrary.
That's quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, I was just playing around. I saw a play last week.
Is it the
We were back at the coast. It was called Bill
Bilbus
and
and
Ted's
Ted's.
Verizon
like the Belgian
Adventure.
tales?
Something like that, yeah. Anyway, so some of the time, not all the time, a little bit of the time, not all the
Quite
time.
a lot of
though.
the time,
Yeah,
actually. You just never listen to me.
I listen.
Oh, that was creepy.
I listen. I hear everything.
Good. Well, that's it, really.
What did you say, Velda?
What?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening to you. What did you say?
Yeah, could you repeat it? Something about opening a door.
Yes, should we go through the door?
Caragor kicks open the door.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, you.
I love the fact you
straight
haven't
to
learned.
combat then.
Oh, you literally just got an arrow on your side by doing that. And
Yeah,
you've just
Shania,
done it
fix
again.
me.
With the cheeks.
Yeah, I'm the fixie. I'm the cheeky
Caragor runs
fixer.
up and boots the wooden door. It's the lock. Well, it's not even locked. The handle splinters and the door swings open with a bang that echoes down the corridor. Immediately, your nostrils are filled with a horrible smell of like some kind of like acidic, like I say, chemical kind of smell. It's not enough. It doesn't affect you stats wise, but it's unpleasant to breathe. And it's coming from further down the corridor. You can see light a little further down there, very dim light.
Felder would like to immediately just pull up his scarf and wrap it around his mouth like a sort of mask.
Okay. You wrap your thing around there. Looking down the corridor, you can see it stretches off and around to the left. But you can also, there's a little, you can see a couple of alcoves on the right-hand side as you go along. One quite close to you and one a little bit further along.
Can I make a knowledge check to try and, because obviously we've said it's alchemical,
Yeah.
but just to try and work out what the smell is and what it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, craft alchemy would be what you would want to do for that.
Okay, right, I haven't really got any points in this. Let's give it a go.
Wait, can you roll a check if you haven't got any ranks in it?
No, actually.
But
Well,
you can, but the maximum you can get is 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So if you don't have, if it's a knowledge, if it's an untrained skill.
well, you mean at plus 10 or 10 on my...
No, as in like your total, no matter what your final total is, it can never be higher than 10. It will be dropped back down to 10.
10.
10. So I'm afraid from this you don't know.
Are you trained in it?
It means you can make really easy checks. So you
Sure.
can do
Right, okay, I
like
see, yeah.
really simple stuff you might know. But yeah, for anything that requires any level of knowledge, you're not going to get it.
Okay,
So
fair
this-
enough.
Got to read the books.
So these alcoves are probably going to be trapped. Like those. I reckon if we go down, who's going to go first? Me? All right, let's go.
No, wait,
What?
Volton.
Oh, what?
No, I
You're
think
looking at me that entire time.
No, I think you should go
I just
first.
like you, and you're probably stronger than me.
No, hey, that's not right.
Don't put yourself down, folks.
Come on,
Don't put yourself down.
Come on now. This is your chance. This is your big chance, Fulton.
Okay.
There's Caragor and there's Fulton, and they're on the same pegging.
I gave you a room with one door, and it's still taking you 10 minutes to go through it.
In it.
All right, I'll go first.
Oh wait, I haven't finished my speech.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
And you and I, we're at the front as always.
What are you laughing for?
Well, I was going to go to the front myself, so that made me laugh.
Oh,
Emma's
Well, why
also
don't you all
around.
go to the front?
Felder's
Alright.
never here.
I mean, then you will be at the back, yeah?
That's fine with me.
How wide is this?
Okay.
Doesn't matter,
Area.
Fulton. The difference in strength isn't a big
The
thing.
corridor is 5 feet wide. So
If we all go to the front, we can't get to the front. We're just going to be.
Look, just somebody go to the front and let's get on with this.
You go first, Carol go second, I'll go
do it.
third.
I'll do it.
All right, I'll
There's
go.
no difference in strength between me and you, Fulton.
Caragor pushes
Thanks.
past Fulton and
Okay.
does a little flex as he walks past. Just grinds his arms out.
Wishing he was still Caramore. Caragor pushes past and into the room.
I'm going to check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and make a plus. Oh no, I
No,
do
you
that
do that.
for you. I'm learning. You're a +6, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So you find no evidence of traps. You make it to the first alcove, and you look across, and you can see there is a solid wall, but there is a wooden lever built into the wall next to it. So it's a little alcove, end of it with a lever. You then push on a little further and peer into the second alcove. This one has a set of spiral stairs made of stone that go up into the ceiling where there is a wooden hatch.
Just, is it dusty here? Or is it fairly clean?
It is fairly clean. It seems to have been recently disturbed.
We're all walking in, right? We're all seeing this stuff.
Yes.
It's behind me. but
Should we?
just, yeah.
Should we want to pull that lever?
No,
it's probably gonna be
What
there.
is?
No,
What do you, do you,
What-
do you want to know
why
this
would
Piers
you-
Morgan?
what's
Is
it-
that what you want?
what
Well, I
the-
don't know.
Also, why you stopped drawing a map? I thought you were going to do the mapping thing.
Well, we all got distracted by the dead
balls.
things.
Oh my god.
Right,
Where's your map? Where's your little
Well,
map?
I've got it in my bag.
Get your little map out.
Come on.
We need to know how to get
You can
back.
have a gap in it now. You got a gappy map. Is that what you want, Velda? Your gappy map.
Well, look, I'm not a cartographer. I keep explaining this. I'm a wizard.
Yeah, but you took on the job. You said yes, then you just stopped doing it.
I agreed.
Which is saying yes.
It's not like it's not like I said yes. I just
volunteered for
agreed.
the
job.
Oh, I'm a wizard. Oh, I don't do maps. Oh, I'm really
Help me. Look, I'll just go.
Go on then.
I'll find this map and I'll fuck off. Right.
This is your room. How can you go?
Can I get some perception checks,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
Better.
15.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Does that mean that wait, I got a natural 20.
It's not a crit.
Oh, he has a critical hit.
Needs to be a critical
You
hit in
can't
combat.
critical perception.
Sight beyond sight.
You see everything.
Right. What's everyone got?
15.
17, actually.
17?
26.
26.
Natural
Natural 20. So, yeah,
like
that's
it.
fine.
At 21.
A 21. So
High rolls there.
very good rolling. Everyone except Caragor. You hear from further down the corridor. So it bends after this alcove. It bends around to the left, and then you can see it sort of bends back on itself and carries on. That's where the dim light is coming from. But you can hear the sound of someone moving around. You can hear the sound of glasses tinkling and things being moved about. And then after you've been talking amongst yourselves for a bit, you hear a voice in the dark speaking in a language that only Shania understands because it is speaking in Drow. And you hear, "Fuck's sake! Those fucking zombies! Have they fucking come back through the door? Mr. Morrow, go fucking check on them, alright? Throw them back outside! Fuck's sake!"
There's someone coming. I've just heard them saying, there's someone coming. Quickly, what should we do?
Hide in the alcoves.
Okay,
hide in the alcoves.
Wait, they're tiny.
Yeah, there's room for one of you in each alcove.
Well,
Yeah.
but there's some stairs, right?
There's the stairs, yeah.
We could go up the
Em draws
stairs.
his bow.
Let's go up the stairs.
We all move to the stairs.
And we go up the stairs.
I hide in an alcove.
Alright.
I hide in an alcove too.
Well, then we can't get up the stairs, you stupid dwarf.
You're hiding
No.
on the stairs, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
you're hiding
legit-
on the stairs.
We're up
Velda-
the stairs and he's in the alcove.
Okay, so Velda and Shania are going up the stairs. Em, what you doing?
Well, he's got to go up the stairs, isn't he?
You're going up the stairs, and Fulton and Caragor, you each take an alcove.
Em just tries to get in an alcove, but Calgor just pushes him out. Oh, find your own alcove. Go on.
trying to get in an alcove.
So,
Bottom of the stairs, bow drawn.
right, so Velda, you run up the stairs, you open the trapdoor, which is surprisingly
I
unlocked.
thought we're hiding on the stairs, aren't we?
Oh, you don't want to go. The stairs are still visible, like in this alcove. They don't go up through the they go up to the ceiling, and then there's the hatch that you have to open if you want to get out of the room.
But Fulton's only hiding in the alcove, isn't he? So
Yeah.
this isn't really going to hide anything. So I thought we were just
Okay.
sort of standing on the stairs.
All right. So the three of you kind of just.
Well, then we're
pile-
not hiding, are we? So,
Yeah, but you can't hide in the alcove anyway.
well,
so
the
they're
trap door's open, so we could go up through the trap door.
All right, but I'm not going first.
No, I thought you were going to just let whoever came in the door see you, and then that way me and Fulton can provide a surprise if they move to attack
It's a
you.
good shout. All right, Velda's on it. Yeah, Velda's not going through the trap door, so I can't get through. I'm at the bottom of the stairs with my bow drawn anyway.
So
in between
you all run up the stairs. Velda realizes at the front, makes everyone run back down the stairs. You switch around a bit. You run up the stairs. Velda changes his mind. You all come back down again. Velda goes back to the front. You all run up the stairs and hide.
That's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Glad we moved
get
past the Scooby-Doo days.
just interpreting what happened.
I mean, yeah,
We're never going to move past
that
Scooby-Doo days. We
whatsoever.
are Scooby-Doo.
No, it's fine. Okay, you run up the stairs and you all hide. Let's get some stealth checks. Because something's a-coming. All right. What we got?
Or natural 20.
Ooh. Yeah, so you still need to add your skill bonus.
21.
21. Cool.
That's a 15 for Velda.
15 for Velda.
Also a 15 for Caragor. Caragor applies balm. So can I do that
Okay.
with a skill
Yeah,
check?
you can do that while hiding.
Cool.
Fulton,
13.
13 for Fulton.
And sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Drum.
That's
These
all
are
right.
Pretty good rolls.
It was a 10.
A 10 for Shania. All right. The thing coming around the corner shuffles slightly as it moves. And looking around, it's not Shuffles. Beloved character. Around the corner comes an alchemical zombie. So same thing again. Chemical stains over it. It is wearing an apron and like a work uniform, which itself is stained with chemicals. It is not armed. It has just has open hands, and it comes shambling around the corner to where you all are. It reaches the first alcove where Fulton and everyone except Caragor are crouched around the stairs, and shuffles straight past it. It goes down to the next one where Caragor is. Shambles past that. Shambles into the room. Stands there for a little bit. You're almost about to move, and then it turns around and shambles back the other way. Walks past all of you a second time. Disappears back round the corner and back up towards where the light is, where it came from.
I thought our intention was to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. If you want to.
Sorry.
If you want to say.
To be
Sorry.
fair, though, you should have jumped in.
I was going to, but then I was listening to Dan. I was
waiting
like,
to finish.
Having admonished you many times for interrupting me during descriptions, I'll accept that politeness. Would anyone like to act as it goes past?
Yeah.
As it walks past me the second time,
Yep.
Yeah,
I jump out.
So you're further. It's past me already, and it's gone to you.
Yeah,
So,
if it's 'cause-
all right. So then I'll nod. Can I see Caragor?
Can't see
You can't see Caragor, no, because you're both off
When
the
it
side.
goes past me, I'm gonna step out and have a look at it. Like,
Okay.
When it goes past, like
Yeah.
after it's gone past a little bit, then I'm going to step out.
Okay.
And attack it.
Okay.
What, the first time?
Yeah. So it's gone past me because I'm first.
Yeah, but
right?
which time I went past you?
The first time. Sorry.
First time.
The first
Okay.
First time.
Yeah.
All right. So it passes by Fulton. Fulton, you quietly step out and go ahead and to take a swing. So we're going to roll for initiative. Fulton and Kara. Well, all of you will get a surprise round, but it doesn't. So.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right.
It's like an Arthur Conan Doyle novel. The Curse of the Dwarf.
I should just not use these dice.
Just
but-
don't use those dice.
Yeah.
They are cursed. They are carved from the bones of sacrificial Aztec victims or something like. Something is wrong with those dice.
I'm looking forward to this. First, Caragor.
11.
An 11 for Caragor. Velda.
22.
22.
Yep, springing into action.
MZ.
15.
A 15. Fulton.
6.
Natural 1, everyone. That is another natural 1 from Fulton Battlestone.
I dread to think what it'd be if you hadn't got improved initiative.
Oh dear.
Shania.
8.
8. Shania's a little rattled here. All right. So the first person to act, if you want to, is Velda. So this is a surprise round, so you can take a move action or a standard action. You don't currently have sight on it because it's stepped around the corner and Fulton is moving to move up behind it.
Right, can I squeeze downstairs and get into sight of it?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that.
So you squeeze past everybody and move into the corridor, so you're up.
MZ and then
And take a step or so back, so you're not right in melee with it. It still hasn't noticed. M.
I'd like to put my bow away.
Okay.
And can I swap weapons? Or
You can, yeah.
Cool, yeah. Swap it into the old new longsword.
Cool. Okay, that's a move action, so that's what
That'll
you
be
do with
my
your
action,
surprise. Yep, you put the bow away, you draw your sword very quietly. Caragor further on down.
I slide out of the alcove, creep up to the bugger, and try and whisk its head off with my hand
Okay,
cutlass.
it is facing you from where it is because it hasn't reached you yet. So when you step out, if you step out of the alcove, it will probably see you.
If it's facing me, then, being as I'm hidden, if I just jump out on it now, will I still get my sneak attack?
Not right now because it's you'd have to run up on it. It's further up the corridor from where you are.
All right, I just run towards it and just fucking hit it normally.
All right. So move action.
Move action. I won't get study.
So you don't get to make an attack this round because it's a surprise round. So you can move up, and then in your actual go, you can attack it.
You can't attack on a surprise round.
You can make a move or a standard,
action.
but not both. So like Fulton can attack because he's starting the combat directly next to it. He doesn't have to move, so he can immediately make a standard.
It'll be pinned when I get up behind it.
So I should left until it walked past me. Okay, fine.
You could, if you were to wait until it turned around to attack Fulton, you could then move up behind it and you would get sneak attack because it would be flanked.
That's what's going to happen.
Can I hold my go until that happens? Can I make a move action? No, I can't because I'm going to get one of the two actions. Yeah, I do
hold
that.
it.
Whichever
Okay.
one was the most thingy there.
All right, you've already got Holy Balm on, haven't you?
Yeah, I applied it when I was
That's
hiding.
fine. Okay, cool. Karagor, you wait. Shania.
Shania, I think, is going to sneak off around the corner to go and speak to the drow.
Okay, that is going to be another stealth check
Okay.
to try and move silently because you're doing an action.
Okay.
Go on, Drum.
The plan's
For
ruined.
the love of
You
God.
forgot about the belt of rattly cans you made, and
It was Philippe making a noise. Wasn't it? Don't leave me. God, it's a natural one, so obviously it's not.
Shania, you go to move and slip and just fall down the spiral stairs, bouncing to the bottom of them. Pick yourself up.
Oh, fuck.
And then kind of sneak very noisily past the zombie and Fulton, probably giving a running commentary on how sneaky you're being.
Oh man, I'm so sneaky right now. No one can even see me. I'm like the darkness. Yeah, shadow girl. Oh.
The rest of the Danger Club, having moved like ninjas, are just watching Shania move, with eyes open in horrified looks.
Like just slow motion horror. The zombie doesn't get a surprise round. Fulton Battlestone, you are right behind it with your axe.
Here we go.
Let's roll that crit.
ding, 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 ding.
With the -1, it is 16.
16 is a hit.
Yay! Hui! That is 15 damage.
Is the zombie flanked?
15 points of damage. He is not flanked currently, no. See, he does damage when he hits.
Just don't hit.
Yeah.
You just don't hit that much. Fulton, you step out of the alcove behind it and just slam your axe into the back of the zombie. It goes down onto the floor, and you pull the axe free. You've killed the zombie in a single blow.
I just look at everyone going,
Well done.
in silence.
You all realise that Shania is gone.
That's how you do.
Wait.
Hey, Shania.
Carry
my God.
runs up out of nowhere.
Velda casts
Sneak attack!
And then stabs the zombie on the floor.
Sneak attack! Sneak attack! See you, zombie! See you on the floor!
That's one use of our chemical balm used up on the body.
Holy balm.
Holy balm.
Velda casts message and whispers to Shania.
Shania, where are you?
I've gone around the corner to speak to the drow.
She's gone around the corner to speak to the drow. What drow? Stop.
Wait, I whisper again.
No, stop. Wait.
Shania, you round the corner and you enter a large room. I'm going to use the module description on this because it's a pretty good description of a room.
All right.
The acrid stench of chemicals and reagents fills this chamber. The walls are marred by strange stains and scorch marks. Several tables are scattered around the room, covered in a bewildering plethora of glassware, ambelix, retorts, tubes, and simmering cauldrons, and smoking beakers full of brightly coloured liquids. Scattered pages of written notes in a crabbed hand lie strewn about the chamber. A large alcove in the northwest corner contains a bookshelf groaning on the weight of heavy, dusty tomes and scrolls. 3 large glass vats stand against the eastern wall, filled with bubbling green fluid. Floating within the vats are 3 grotesque objects, putrescent corpses, tubes and wires embedded in their rotting flesh, their skin discoloured with decay and chemical stains. There is a passageway further on, but at the very end of this. However, stood over one of the tables, poring over a load of notes, is a figure. He turns round, and you recognize a drow. He is an old man. He has a long white beard and long white hair that seems wild and unkempt. His arms are burned with chemical stains. He turns around, sees you, and says, "You found me."
Yeah.
That's where we leave it for tonight.
Yeah. We found him all right.
Hi everyone, this is Henno.
And this is Stephanie.
And we're from the Gotham Lights podcast and
the Orville Lights podcast.
The Gotham Lights podcast is a fan cast dedicated to the television show Gotham.
And sometimes the television show The Orville. And if either of these things tickle your fancy, then by all means, reach out to us on Twitter at Gotham Lights, on Facebook by searching Gotham Lights, and also by means of email, gothamlightspodcast@gmail.com.